For my management theorist, I did Larry Page. He is the CEO and one of the first founders of Google. Him and Sinye Bin, I believe, is the founder. And a quote by him that I liked is, "If you're changing the world, you're working on important things. You want to be working on meaningful, impactful projects, and that's the thing there is a really shortage of in the world. I think Google, we still have that." He's American. He was a computer scientist, and he got his PhD from Stanford. He was the co-founder of Google alongside Sergey Brin in 1998, and he was the first CEO of the company. He won the Marconi Prize, and he is responsible for Google's day-to-day operations. He leads the company's product development and technology strategy, and believes in technology that can change the world. The reason I chose him is because Google's always known for its ever-changing philosophy and the way they treat their staff and their staff retention, and how it's always been one of the best places to work in the nation and in the world. He lives by the 10x rule, or 10 times rule, and it's to improve a product by 10% and to always be reinventing different products and the products that they have, and to always be 10 times better than the competition. He maintains an open culture with everyone who's very hands-on, very open, a welcoming environment to new ideas and opinions. They have TGIF staff meetings where he hosts it with the entire, at their headquarters in California, and he hosts it, and anyone can feel free to bring up anything that they have problems with, or anything that they think that someone should be awarded for, or any concerns that they have, and he is there, the CEO and founder, they're willing to talk to them and share their ideas with them. And in a lot of companies, you don't see the CEO just standing in front of all the other employees, because they're often doing better things and bigger things. He focuses on the family, or the company focuses on the family field, and that the company should mean something to them. They sent out a survey asking why people are still working there after years and years of, and where then they could have gone to Facebook, they could have gone to Bing and different places like that. They said this because the company has given them something that they want to give back, and that they feel a company connection that he wanted to, the family feel that he wanted to give to them. And it leads to better productivity, a better output, and a better retention rate. And his mission is to make sure that everyone in the company has great opportunities and they feel that they're having a meaningful impact and they're contributing to the good of the society. The type of management style that he has is top-down leadership, and it's the 70-20-10 rule. And employees are to devote 70% of everyday work to whichever products they're assigned, 20% of each day to new products or ideas related to the core projects that they have, and then 10% to any ideas that they may find interesting. He thinks that companies should not run a competition, that it should be just within yourself, and that you should be improving yourself instead of focusing on what the other competition has. He looks to hire smart, creative, and determined people, and they look over at your ability to look at a question or a problem instead of the experience you may have, which I think is interesting because they have a very young staff compared to other companies that look at the traditional aspects of just, they've been doing an internship here, and they're experienced here, and all that stuff. They come from all walks of life and speak dozens of languages. Like I said before, that the staff can approach any of the executive officers about any company issue, and they can talk to them directly by email and they'll respond. Everyone works in a cubicle, including the founders and the CEOs. So even Larry, he was interviewed on NPR about 2 weeks ago, and he said that even until the last day I worked into the company, I worked in a cubicle with Sergey and a bunch of other people, just in a little cubicle, which I find is interesting. They have cafes, cafeterias, the TGIF meetings, like I said, and open areas to encourage all staff to work together and come up with different strategies and work collaboratively. It's consistently ranked as one of the best places to work. Employee perks of working there. It provides healthy options and alternatives to promote healthy living and to quit smoking. He caused the healthcare costs to grow slower than other companies because he provides all healthy alternatives within the company and within the headquarters. There's doctors on site, convenient healthcare, and free health and dental care right there within the building itself. They offer free breakfast, lunch, and dinner, free dry cleaning, free haircuts, massages, gyms and swimming pools, nap pods, video games, foosball, ping pong. It sounds amazing. It sounds amazing. I don't know if anyone saw the movie with Vince Vaughn. What's it called? The Internship? Yeah. It's everything about it looked to me. I would look. I can't do the math stuff and all that, but anything else would be awesome. these are three different questions that they ask in an interview. They don't do this anymore, but because now the interviewees know that this is coming, so they've changed up their approach. Now they just ask about real life situations. Does anyone want to read the first one? Read a couple of them. Anyone who's reading?
How many golf balls can fit in a school bus?
Yes. How would you react to being asked that question in an interview?
I Googled it.
You would Google it. There you go. I don't know how.
I have actually. 625,000.
All right. I didn't know that. Thank you for answering. Or if you were shrunk to a nickel, the height of a nickel, and your mass was proportionally reduced so as to maintain the original density, you were then thrown into an empty glass blender. The blades start moving in 60 seconds. What do you do? I don't know. Was it in the movie? Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I don't know. I just thought they were interesting. Or in the interview, he said that the main thing he thinks about when he's interviewing someone is if I were stuck in LAX for 6 hours with this person, would I be bored to death, or would I actually have a conversation with them? And that's how he picks people that he wants to work with. So every time I interview someone now, I'm going to be thinking, I'm stuck with you on a school bus for 2 hours because I really want to hang out with you. This is kind of hard to read, but on your handout that's online, they have the 8 good behaviors of Google's rules, and it's to be a good coach, to empower your team and don't micromanage, to express interests in team member success and personal well-being. Don't be a sissy. Be productive and results-oriented. Be a good communicator. Listen to your team. Help your employees with career development. Have a clear vision and strategy for your team. Have key technical skills so you can help advise the team. And 3 pitfalls of managers. Have trouble making a transition to a team. Lack a consistent approach to perform management and career development. And spend too little time managing and communicating. So I thought those were interesting. These are some pictures of what some of the Google offices look like. There's slides, basketball court inside. There's a big outdoor area to run around. There's swings. There's a big ball pit in the one in California. That was kind of an adult ball pit. You don't see that very often. There's trees living inside. I also think nap pods are awesome. You just be like, oh, hold on, I'm gonna go take a nap. I'll be right back. These are my references.